Welcome, guys. We're so excited that you've joined us again. This is day 6 of our 10-day challenge, where we're sharing ways to raise money for your business and also to get you to business mastery. Today's content is going to be powerful because it is stacking on what we've learned so far. First of all, we started with creating strategic alliances, which was awesome because we just learned a good way to get in there and to align with the proper people who have the same goals and going in the same direction we're going. The second day, we talked about private currency, issuing private currency. We talked about Disney dollars, and we talked about gift certificates. And the reason why you want to do private currency is so that you can get started with your business with no debt, right? So the third day, we stacked on top of that. It's just getting better and better and better. On top of that was referral marketing. And we learned how to reverse engineer referral marketing, not to give me, but give, so that we're creating future value. The fourth day, we rolled up our sleeves and we went to work and learned about zero hard dollars, the difference between hard dollars and soft dollars, and how our goal is to use as many soft dollars as we can to start our business. So we really got into the numbers and crunching down some accounting to start with our business proposal. Yesterday, we did one of my favorite things from Jay Abraham's book about how to get the money that you need to get started. We talked about creating a cause-driven marketing plan with crowdfunding. It was amazing because when Teresa and I first started talking and she told me about the project that she was working on with the new book on crowdfunding, I just said, wow, somebody just told me about a platform around crowdfunding. So this is really an amazing opportunity to help business owners such as yourselves and people like many of you also who want to raise money for various things, such as going to business mastery, which to me, let me just get on my soapbox a little bit here. Business mastery is amazing. If you're thinking about owning a business or starting a business, or you already have a business, going to business mastery is the difference between you trotting along and maybe figuring it out, and you like running and sprinting to your goals and your dreams. It is the difference that makes the difference. And honestly, I've had many of my clients tell me it's the difference between them making it through COVID and not making it through COVID because of the skills that they had from business mastery. So that's why I'm passionate about if the women that we're talking about in this community getting started, and why I'm so passionate about them attending business mastery, because I know what's going to happen to you. I know that your business, you're going to succeed if you go to business mastery and get those skills.
So today we're going into helping a merchant grow new business. Under our 5 different things you've learned, why would we help a merchant grow a new business? New business.
Well, because first of all, we're talking about this alliance that we're joining with the people who want to attend business mastery, and a person that may sponsor them that would be perfect for them to help them grow their business, to help their sponsors grow their business. That alliance that we're talking about.
I think specifically, we were in the kitchen. That's where a lot of our discussions occur, in the kitchen. We were in the kitchen and we were strategizing on how do we match up interns with our backers. And so understand that we have to customize our intern to that business or to that backer's business. And that's really why we were having the conversation. And so we're going to move forward with how to grow a new business, how to grow business for a merchant. That's what our interns are going to be taught, right? We get to play matchmaker. Now, when I was in college at an all-girl college, Catholic, no less, right next door to West Point, I was a master at matchmaking. There were 4,000 cadets to 500 women. And I would always go and try and I had 2 successes of marriages. And so matchmaking, we have to matchmake our interns with a business owner in order for them to have value for their sponsoring or backing. So today's class is about how do we grow a business. I'm actually going to get on the board today and I have no jacket. I have as many flowers on my dress as I can, but remember, it's black on white. Now, what's that about? It's really important. I learned early on when we started our printing company, I think it was 24, because I got married at 19. I had a baby at 20, 21, and 22. You get the picture? So I worked in our business full time, raising 3 children, and I homeschooled them on top of it. So understand, dress was a big deal, and it still is, because your dress, like in the military, is your uniform for business. It makes a statement. And so when you walk in, so every day I'm going to talk about, as a woman, your dress is important. In fact, she did a business meeting and you notice how she's dressed, right? So keep that in mind, because when we start to have you matched up with a merchant to help because they backed you, we have to have business attire, because they're not in this airy fairy intuition, women's emotion, even though they go through Date with Destiny, but UPW or all the other ones. Business is business, and you separate it. So in a few minutes, I'm going to get on the board, and we're going to start to talk about, and it's going to come from Jay Abraham and Business Mastery 2. I actually learned it when I told you I traded to go to all of Tony's programs. Well, I also traded Jay Abraham printing. And so I got to pay $25,000 seminar with our printing. And if our cost of goods was 30%, how much did I pay for it?
30% of the 25.
Correct. You see how much you've learned? Isn't that great? I'm so jazzed. Okay, so let's talk about what Jay teaches and what he taught in Business Mastery. And it's there's actually several books you can find, and there really is 3 ways to help grow a business. And if you were in Business Mastery 2, I think in Business Mastery 1, you can find it in his books, but it's basically 3 things. You're going to increase the number of customers. You're going to increase the average transaction value, and you're going to increase the frequency of the repurchase. If we're working for a small company, we're going to have certain effects, and the results are exponential. If your product is a one-time sell, you may want to instead count the number of referrals. So you see, if we built referrals, how as an intern, if we showed you how to build referrals, then that would be something that you would learn, and we would customize from Business Mastery. So it says, instead count the number of referrals you get and convert to sell, or consider adding an ongoing service to sell that can increase your frequency. I'm going to read one other section. If you're working with a big company, because we're looking at some small companies and some big companies. If you are a network marketer, we're going to look at some creative ways with your network marketing skills. If you work from home, we're going to look at some other creative ways with new technology. And if you don't have a business, we're going to teach you some of these skills, referrals, some of the first 5 that we taught. We're now going to show you how to implement it. Now, does that mean you can't make any money because you're an intern?
No, you can absolutely make money.
Let's see those heads go. No, this is what I teach my grandkids. No, right? And in fact, it goes, goodness no. When the little cat takes his white tennis shoes and walks into Strawberries, and they ask, did Pete the cat complain? Goodness knows. Okay, so you know what I do, right? I teach grandbabies. All right, so we're going to help a merchant grow his business 3 ways. You're going to coach me. I'm going to get on the board, because the next thing is going to be, if you aren't going to Business Mastery because we haven't matched you up and we haven't created the funding, our commitment is, after Business Mastery, we're going to start teaching you how to raise the 10 grand for the next Business Mastery by teaching you Business Mastery skills. So whether you are a small business, a large business, a no business and no business experience, and work from home, or a network marketer, or someone who does consulting or coaching or counseling, all of those apply. You ready?
Yes.
All right. You like my business dress? All I have to do is put a jacket over it and add some earrings, especially pearls. These are my pearls of wisdom.
All
I
right.
actually, it was one of the pieces of jewelry. If you watch my little video on a community exchange, it was pearls that my mother had. And so both of these, my ring and my pearls, are my connection to my mother. And so, and she was so proud of me, and I felt so loved. Okay, so let's start with, Rashonda in the kitchen, I have a very big kitchen. I will send you the video on out of the box thinking, where I have a little hoverboard that I run around my island stove to teach how to be out of the box thinkers. Okay, we were in my kitchen, and she was saying, well, what am I going to tell these backers, these merchants, right? They're merchants, these backers, what that intern's going to do. So I said, well, we can go one of three ways. I can just pick one and do it. I can work with someone I'm already building, or what's this one say?
The 5 stages to find and expand your key profitable drivers.
Right. So we can cheat and use Jay Abraham's last part, the power of optimization. 5 stages to find and expand your key profit drivers. Increase your leads and drive more traffic, get more leads. What's the next one?
Increase the effectiveness of your sales process.
Increase your sales conversion, get more clients. Increase your transaction value, get more money, and add more value, follow up, and give more and get or receive more. So those of you who don't get set up for Business Mastery, we're going to teach this after on how to find a business. Now, what would you like me to do? And you guys can raise your hand. Would you like me to just pull one out of my thin air? Would you like me to work with one of Mashonda's current clients that we're getting ready to make a proposal to? Or would you like me to do one that is, let's see, related to my business, that I'm going to contact a backer or potential backer and explain what we can do? Which would you prefer?
The third one.
That one's going to take longer. Let's go with, okay, let's do this. So the client is, their company is called the Green Mustache. So if those of you who have a computer and can go Google Green Mustache, and tell me, you can even go .com and tell me what you come up with. Because when Mashonda and I started outlining her potentials, that we want 10, we want them to give us 10. Now do the numbers for me. What is 10 times 10,000?
1 million.
No, is it? Okay, what is 10 times? Is it 1 million? It's 100,000.
100,000.
I'm sorry. I thought you said 10. Never mind.
It is.
10
Now, if we have them put up,
that's
so
just 100.
we're asking one backer to put up, if we get them to give us 10, put up $100,000.
Yeah.
So we have to know, what is $100,000 out of pocket going to, what do they need to see to make it worth their time?
Got it.
Right? If we have 10, get 10,
That's what
which is
I was
our
talking
goal in order for us to get 100 backers,
about. Times 10.
we're talking about $1 million.
Right. That's what
That we're going to raise in 4 days. You think we're scared? Goodness, no. You got to go look up Pete the Cat and you'll get it. All right. So what are we talking about? The Green Mustache. Did you guys find it? The Green Mustache is an amazing woman. She has a TED Talks video. She has a YouTube channel. She's from Canada. She has franchises, her own franchises that have organic food. And she teaches healing with natural foods from a company that I reversed a cancer-related issue. I had a 8.5-month size uterus full of tumors, and I naturally healed with this. It's called the Gerson therapy. And this woman, Nicolette, what, I can't think of her last name right now. I Googled it. So when I Googled it, do you think that's a good alliance that I can build to get a backer? Could I get her 10 to back 10? She has franchises. What could I do to help 10 of her franchises grow their business?
Send them customers,
Right.
Increase their leads.
Do I have a passion for it?
Yeah.
Is it related to my business?
Yeah.
And could I take 10 of her franchises? That's just one. She has restaurants, she has franchises, she has an education program, and I have a business that's called Healing Homes. How to come in, how to set your home up as a healing home and teach the process of natural healing. So is that a good match?
Yeah.
And the Gerson therapy or the Gerson process is taught all around the world. And Nicolette's information could be promoted virtually all around the world. Do you think I could come up with enough of a proposal to say, Nicolette, we would like to have you sponsor 10 that will help you in these categories, and I'll teach it? Am I a living example of what the Gerson therapy teaches? I've spent 10 years doing it. Every home I set up is set up with the juicers and the equipment, and I actually teach seminars on it. Do you think that's a good match?
Yeah.
That's what our job is going to be. So let's see, that was quick. Any questions?
Oh, that's
you
awesome.
Want to know something specific? Could I get a referrals?
You can get her referrals.
Could I generate $100,000 or more for her?
Absolutely.
And that's what we're looking at. So whether you do an alliance on your own to get someone to back you, now I'm giving you another clue of if you aren't backed by our 100, if you don't qualify as one of our 100, can you go to someone that you know about their business and can help them because you are passionate or somehow related, and you basically say, I'll come work for you and do this. So if you're in a direct sales company, can you take something from your direct sales company that could refer them new clients to get them $10,000 is break even, right?
Mm-hmm.
$20,000 and it's worth it. And if you get them $100,000 because you work with Teresa and Mashonda, do you think we're going to let those guys get away with just giving them 10 grand? No, we want to give them 100,000 so that they'll sponsor more. Got it? All right. So you want to wrap up for me?
I think that's awesome because I can see where we can add value in any of these 5 categories to a person's business, or the intern could do that with any of these 5 things. So it makes a lot of sense.
Let's make it specific, because yesterday's class was crowdfunding, and we've got Pearlie Ann there, and we had other people interested in crowdfunding. So let's take it specific to crowdfunding. How can we get a backer to sponsor someone when we help them, when our passion is crowdfunding? Can you give me one example?
Ask that question again.
Mm-hmm. If you're wanting someone to back you for the $10,000 so you can go to Business Mastery to help grow your business, which is crowdfunding, you've become a crowdfunding master expert, or you want to be.
Okay.
Right? And so you're going to help them come in and build a cause-driven
marketing plan
Absolutely. To help them raise money for their new printing press, for their
whatever their passion is.
Exactly.
Because
let's just take it very simple. I have just learned how to build successful crowdfunding programs.
Right.
I'm working with these ladies that teach you tell a story in 2 minutes.
Right.
And we'll build your crowdfunding platform, and I'll manage it to help you raise $100,000 for this specific thing in your business expansion.
Right.
Right. So for those of you who are wanting to look at crowdfunding platform, or want to look at crowdfunding, do you think that crowdfunding could be something that you can add no matter what to your current interest? I would think so. Because if you can pay off debt, if you could learn to buy a home outright or pay off your mortgage or expand your business with crowdfunding, do you think you can help somebody else do it and have them front the $10,000 to go to Business Mastery and work for them as you raise that money?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Robert, you're supposed to say, cut, that's it. No more pink shoes, no more blue shoes, no more. Yeah. All right. Well,
So-
hold up. We're gonna wrap up, and then we'll go to Q&A. And I hope, Pearlie Ann, did I say that right?
Yep.
I hope now we get some really intriguing questions for you. Okay, so let's do a recap of what we talked about, and go look at Green Mustache. If you send me a email, send it to Marshonda with if you were going to do a proposal to the Green Mustache, go look at her website and you write a little paragraph to it. I will give you consultation at no fee to write your 2-minute story. Like that? All right, send it to me. If you're watching this recorded, same thing. I will go look at greenmustache.com because it's something I'm passionate about. Whether Nicolette comes in right now or not, we're going to make her. But we'll actually build some. Do you think she has to stop at 10?
No,
If we bring her 100 people that want to help build her business, do you think she'll have a problem?
nope. Thank you guys for joining us today. This was some really great information about how you can help a merchant grow their business by those 5 different steps, adding value, helping out with their sales, bringing them referrals. So super excited about putting this on top of the alliances that we're starting.
We're going to do the establish a Hawaiian hui. Since we're going off to Hawaii tomorrow, I thought we'd do the establish a Hawaiian hui. You're going to like that. But let me add a little bit more to our recorded video. So I want you to understand a very simple thing from Jay Abraham, 10, 10, 10. If you increase new business by 10%, you can, that's the first one. What's the second one?
Increase the average transaction value.
Average transaction. And the last one is increase what?
The frequency of the repurchase.
And so if we just focus on that and write up a proposal for greenmustache.com or anyone that you want to work with, send it to me and I will work with you on your 2-minute, I'm sorry, we have to say this, pitch for crowdfunding or whatever else you want to use it for. Even if it's to help us get a backer to matchmake with you. All right. Thank you. If you'd like to stay for the
Question and
open
answers.
Q&A, we're going to just take a break, not going anywhere, and then we'll open all the mics and we'll continue.